What is up, YouTube? Welcome to PanFro Games. In today's video, we have some quick Pokemon updates that actually might relate to the upcoming Pokemon Day, which is going to be on Tuesday, February 27th. We're going to be getting a couple of new announcements, and we may have more information on potential Gen 5 remakes and a couple of other interesting information to cover as well. And of course, guys, if you like this type of content, enjoy these videos, please leave a like, subscribe if you're new. I really appreciate it. Consider supporting the channel by joining the PanFam. Hit that join channel member button below. Let's just dive right into it here. And our first story is going to be this Kirby update. The Empire State Building will be lit up in Pokemon colors on February 27th to celebrate Pokemon Horizons launch and Pokemon Day. There's also going to be a special Pokemon Go event, which will run locally during this time. So, one, that's pretty cool that there's going to be a Pokemon Go event happening seems to be in New York City. I wonder what that event's going to be, but more importantly, this is going to be in the Empire State Building in New York City, which is, in America. You know where Unova is? Gen 5 region? America. If they're doing this on Pokemon Day, I don't know. I'm just going to tie 2 and 2 together. Maybe they're not relevant at all, but hey, the fact that they're doing this on Pokemon Day and, New York is in Unova, I think this might be a hint at the Gen 5 remakes. And of course, we already have some other hints from like the Indigo Diz DLC has been hinting at it. Riddler Coup has been hinting at it with his most recent tweets as well. So there's a lot to say that we're probably going to be getting a Gen 5 remake. Who knows? There's going to be a black and white 1 and 2 combo. If it's just going to be separate games, is it going to be an ILCA remake? We don't know. Or just a remaster. There's so much that we don't know, but of course, let me know in the comment section below what you want to see. Hell, it could be a black and white 3, which would be absolutely insane. Also, Pokemon Horizons is coming to Netflix, but apparently they actually delayed it to like March, so I don't know what is going on with that. I'm not sure if it's actually gonna be March 7th, because this is what Netflix says down here, but maybe they actually are changing the date. But for sure, at Pokemon Day, we will be seeing something about Pokemon Horizons. That's a lock. Maybe even something about a potential Horizons movie, and I think something about some Gen 5 remakes. Now, speaking of Gen 5 remakes, I do want to shout out to this fan art here from Elite Robo. I think this is sick. A lot of people are thinking Gen 2 remakes, Gen 5 remakes. How about we get a combination of both of these? With Pokemon Black Gold and Silver White, I gotta say, one, this will never absolutely happen because I think this idea is too cool that Game Freak would never do something like this. But man, that Black Gold cover, that art is phenomenal. I am all about it. I just love the concept of it. You get to play as either the Gen 2 or Gen 5 trainers in it. It has more of like your standard sprite-based characters, which I think would be really cool if Pokemon went back to sprite-based. And then, of course, you get to pick between any of the starters from Gen 2 or Gen 5, which would be really sick, but more in like a Gen 5 format. So that would be pretty cool. I wish this game would exist. It sounds like a great fan-made game, but, hey, maybe one day we'll get something like this in at least a fan-made game format. Our next story comes from Centro Leaks. It's been leaked that San Francisco will host the Pokemon World Championships in 2026, and this would be the first Pokemon Worlds played using the Gen 10 games. So, one, that's cool. San Francisco is a very expensive city, though, so I probably will not be making a trip out there. And we already know that this year's championship series will be held in Honolulu. I'm not sure where the 2025 championships will be held, but they're usually held in the United States, but we're just gonna have to wait and see on that. But that is pretty interesting, though. It'll be our first Gen 10 game World Championship. We know that Gen 10 will be coming out in 2025, as they always do a 3-year life cycle for these generations. Personally, I wish they would take more time to make them because clearly there's a lot of bugs and issues and performance issues with the Generation 9 games. It would be nice if it took their time, but it looks like we are going to be traveling to San Francisco for that 2026 Championship Series. Now, switching gears a bit, let's talk about the upcoming Nintendo Direct. So, if you don't know who Pyro is probably the most legitimate Nintendo Direct leaker out there. And Pyro was asked this question: are we going to have a partner showcase this week? And then Pyro said, I'm not aware of any ambient first-party announcements at the moment. So this, at the very least, says there's going to be no first-party announcements if there is a partner direct this week. And now, if you don't know what a partner direct is, it's different than a regular Nintendo Direct. A partner direct is about your third-party partners, things like Ubisoft, you know, developers like indie devs, things that Nintendo don't own, and they like showcase them. Is due to like marketing deals that like, okay, we'll have you in a direct here. But it seems like Nintendo's not going to have a major direct just yet. There is another major rumor going around that we will have a big Nintendo direct this March, and that's going to reveal the new Nintendo hardware that should release sometime this fall. People are saying September, so I'm going to call it the Switch 2 for this video. So the Switch 2 we'll probably see in sometime in March, and maybe some first party titles then. But I would not expect any Pokemon news at this upcoming partner direct. We still don't know if it's gonna be this week, but people are saying it's gonna be this Thursday. We're just gonna have to wait and see. I think it's gonna be rather interesting, especially with the upcoming Xbox news that might tie in to the Nintendo Direct stuff. We're just gonna have to wait and see. Now, lastly, if you didn't know, as I mentioned earlier, February 27th is going to be Pokemon Day. It's a Tuesday. Now, they have not officially announced Pokemon Day yet, but it is a standard day always on the calendar, which is February 27th. So I wouldn't expect an actual announcement from the Pokemon Company until maybe the Friday before, which I believe is the 23rd. And they will be like, okay, come in at 9 a.m. Eastern. They always do their Pokemon stuff at 9 a.m. Eastern, 6 a.m. Pacific time. So I'll be there doing a live reaction to all of that. So let me know in the comment section below what you want to see from either the upcoming Nintendo Partner Direct or what you want to see from the Pokemon Presents. Honestly, things are coming out. We might get some more leaks soon. I mean, like I said, I think the biggest story here, though, was definitely the Kirby update with the Empire State Building. I think that it just signals to me that we're going to be getting a black and white remake for this holiday. Now, will it run on, will it be a Switch 1 game? Will it be a Switch 2 game? We're just going to have to wait and see, but there's a lot to consider. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching this video. And of course, if you enjoy it, please leave a like, subscribe if you're new. I really appreciate it. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out. Have a good one.